You've made decisions today that weren't really yours. Not because someone forced you, because your brain ran a shortcut without asking permission. Today we're breaking down 5 psychological effects that quietly steer what you buy, what you believe, and how you see yourself. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's start with something you felt but never had a name for. You learn a brand new word, maybe from a friend, a show, a random rabbit hole online, and within days, it's everywhere. A headline, a conversation, a song lyric. It feels like the universe is sending you a message. It's not. This is the Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon, also called the frequency illusion. And the twist is that word wasn't actually appearing more often. It was always there at roughly the same rate it always had been. What changed wasn't the world. What changed was your attention. Your brain filters out most of what you see, because paying attention to everything would be exhausting. But the moment something becomes personally relevant, your brain flags it as important and stops filtering it out. You're not seeing it more. You're finally noticing what was already there. So next time something seems to follow you everywhere, a car model, a phrase, a name, you're not being haunted by coincidence. You're seeing your own attention at work. And that's only the first one. The next effect explains something even stranger, why confident people are so often wrong. Think about the most confident person you've ever met at work. Now think about whether they were actually the most skilled. Chances are, no. In fact, there's a good chance the quietest, most hesitant person in the room knew the most. This is the Dunning-Kruger Effect. People with limited knowledge in a subject tend to overestimate their ability, because the same skills required to be good at something are the skills required to recognize you're bad at it. If you don't have the skill, you don't have the radar either. As people actually start learning something properly, their confidence often drops, because now they can finally see how much they don't know. That drop isn't a step backward, it's the first honest moment in the whole process. Real expertise usually comes with more self-doubt, not less. So the most dangerous person in a room usually isn't the total beginner. It's the one who learned just enough to feel certain, and then stopped. Stay a little suspicious of your own confidence, especially early on. Speaking of things we do without noticing, here's one that changes what you value. You build a wobbly shelf yourself over a frustrating Sunday afternoon with half the screws in the wrong place, and somehow you love it more than furniture that cost 3 times as much and arrived fully assembled. That's the IKEA Effect, named after the store, obviously. It shows that the amount of effort you put into something directly inflates how much you value the result, even when the quality is genuinely no better or worse. Your brain doesn't cleanly separate, "this is good," from "I worked hard for this." Effort and value get tangled together, and companies have figured this out. That's why some products deliberately make you assemble, customize, or build part of the experience yourself. So before you assume you love something because it's genuinely great, ask a harder question. Do I love this, or did I just build it? That distinction matters more than you'd think. Up next, a mistake that actually makes people like you more. Picture someone brilliant, sharp, accomplished, clearly good at their job. Now picture them spilling coffee on themselves in a meeting. Strange thing is, most people don't like that person less afterward. They like them more. This is the Pratfall Effect. A small, harmless mistake can actually boost how likable a competent person seems, because perfection creates distance, and a minor flaw creates connection. It makes someone feel real instead of intimidating. But there's a catch. This only works if competence was already established first. If someone hasn't proven they're capable yet, the exact same mistake just makes them look incompetent. The order matters enormously. So competence first, then let a little imperfection show, never the other way around. And that idea, that order changes everything, leads right into the last effect, which might be the one that costs you the most money. Here's a simple test. Losing $20 feels a certain amount of bad. Finding $20 feels a certain amount of good. Ask yourself honestly, are those feelings actually equal? For almost everyone, they're not. This is loss aversion, and the numbers behind it are surprisingly consistent. Losses tend to hurt roughly twice as much as an equivalent gain feels good. Your brain isn't built to maximize reward, it's built to avoid pain first. This is exactly why limited time offers and you'll lose your spot. Warnings work so well. They're not selling you a gain. They're threatening you with a loss, and that threat is psychologically louder than any benefit could ever be. So next time urgency or fear of missing out is driving a decision, pause for 1 second and ask what's actually true here. Am I gaining something, or just avoiding an imagined loss? That question alone will save you money. 5 effects all running quietly in the background of your everyday decisions: frequency illusion, Dunning-Kruger, the IKEA effect, the Pratfall effect, and loss aversion. None of them make you broken, they make you human. If this helped you catch your own brain in the act, subscribe. New psychology breakdowns like this one every day.